It's interesting to think back when I was someone who was contributing as an individual, but really wanted to be a leader, and really even thinking, how would I talk to that person? How would I even begin to understand, well, why is it that I was so connected to leadership? And why was it that that was something that was my goal? I think probably for me, it was a combination of I wanted to do more, and I had a lot of big dreams for big titles and big things that I could contribute. And then I also was around some really incredible leaders who were pouring into me, and that felt really good. And I thought, gosh, I could pour into some others. So it was this mix of kind of a selfish ambition, wanting to give back, and then wanting to be able to contribute deeply. I think one of the things that's really key if you're in a space where you're contributing as an individual, but you really want your career to start shifting towards leadership, what you start to pay attention to. So one is understand where that root cause is. What I would say is if it's really after the career progression and that's your sole or only approach, I would pause and think, well, how can I develop my career differently than getting a leadership title? Because ultimately, what's really great is that you're in an organization or an environment, most likely, that's starting to look at career development different. As I coach clients, that's what I'm starting to say is career development doesn't always mean a new title. Definitely doesn't mean taking leadership responsibilities. So that would be my first step, is just to say, well, could I achieve these goals or achieve this desire for a bigger contribution or having something that's more complex that I'm actually leading without moving into leadership? Leadership in and of itself, you have to be ready to be able to serve others, to pour into people, to analyze others' problems, to be able to influence through others, which sometimes sounds really great. You want to be an influencer, but trying to have someone move things towards where you want them to go and you're not the one that's actively doing it often is where we trip up as leaders, because we don't know how to delegate, we don't know how to inspire, we don't know how to coach and give feedback. And so then we end up just holding everything ourselves, and we are not actually contributing to the overall goal of leadership, which is to be able to make some really great development within your people and move people in a positive direction together, all the while that you're caring for their development, their environment, their motivation, and that you're achieving the business goals as well. So if you're not in a space where you're ready for that, it's probably not a step, maybe not forever, no, but this is probably not the time to start moving in that direction. If you're ready for that, and if you say, yep, those are the things that I want, that is going to be what success looks like for me in my career, and I want to shift into that space, what I would start saying that you do is you try and have leadership opportunities in small ways. Hey, can I take on that project? Or within something in the community, could I lead that event? Could I really work to get this group of individuals together? Could I be in charge of communicating that change? You start looking for ways where you can hone and assess your leadership skills. So you're in it, you're seeing how you're doing it, and you're adjusting and honing it along the way. So those are the most critical ways for you to really start to get a pulse and a connection to where's your bent, where's your strengths, where are other people seeing in you when they think about you as a leader? Then when you're in your first leadership position, it's not such an overwhelming shift because you've already had exposure into some of the key leadership areas of motivating people, communicating, maybe putting together a plan that you have to get people rallied around. And that's really key. It's going to boost your confidence, which is one of the hardest things as people move into a leadership role. And it will help others feel like that you've got a plan and that they can follow you.